Welcome to TARDIS Spider. I'm Terry, and today, story arcs in classic Doctor Who. Now, in Series 11 of the new series, much to-do was made about there not being a story arc for there to follow. So it made me ponder, how often was there a story arc in classic Doctor Who? So I sat down and made up a list, and I found 7 occasions where there was a story arc. In fact, one of these story arcs still continues. So let's see what the story arcs from classic Doctor Who are. Our first story arc would be the beginning, the first 3+ stories, from the pilot episode, The Tribe of Gum, the Daleks, and through the Edge of Destruction. While this is not an intentional story arc, it is an important one. We start with Barbara and Ian joining the TARDIS crew. We travel back into the past. We establish that we can travel through space and that we can face the unknown. And we end with Barbara and Ian now being crew members, not intruders in the TARDIS. The entire 16th season follows a story arc, The Key to Time. The stories include the Reboss Operation, the Pirate Planet, the Stones of Blood, the Androids of Terra, the Power of Kroll, and we conclude with the Armageddon Factor. The Doctor, with his new companion, Romana and K9, will search for the segments to the Key to Time at the request of the White Guardian. Time has to be stopped and altered to put things right, but do not let the Key to Time fall into the hands of the Dark Guardian. This is a very good season with several of my favorite stories, though I do find the Armageddon Factor slightly disappointing. The Black and the White Guardians will return in the Black Guardian trilogy. The Black Guardian will use new companion Turlo to try and destroy the Doctor and to try and gain enlightenment. The Brigadier will make a return in the Modern Undead. Other stories include Terminus and Enlightenment. Enlightenment is one of the better stories from the decade of the 80s. In the New Beginning trilogy, we will leave the Tom Baker era and move into the Peter Davison era. The Keeper of Traken will also introduce Anthony Ainley as the new Master. So we will have a change of Doctors and a change of Masters. Basically the idea behind the New Beginnings trilogy. I have a new respect for Logopolis, having watched it on the big screen recently and having just rewatched it again. It is a better story than I remember, though I still prefer Castrovalva as the best story of the group. Season 18 will give us 2 3-story story arcs, or maybe they're just one 6-story arc. But the first 3 are called the E-Space Trilogy. They will have Full Circle, The State of Decay, and The Warrior's Gate. We will gain Adric, and we will lose Romana. Warrior's Gate is the best of the 3 stories. The story arc for Season 23 is The Trial of a Time Lord. It has 4 stories: The Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of the Vervoids, and The Ultimate Foe. The Doctor is put on trial so that he may pay for his crimes against time. But it's really just a trap by the Doctor, or a Doctor in his future self, as the Valeyard, to steal the Doctor's lives and not have his life end. The Trial of a Time Lord is a full season story arc, and as a whole is very disappointing. Season 10 has 2 6-part stories that are linked together in a box set as the Dalek Wars: The Frontier in Space and The Planet of the Daleks. Now, I don't know if they're two 6-part stories or just one 12-part story, but they are linked together. But the more interesting question is, has every Dalek story since the end of the Power of the Daleks been part of the Time War? Yes, I know this wasn't intentional, but they've all been linked together leading up to the ultimate Time War. So the Dalek Wars from season 10, a two-story arc, or maybe the beginning of a very long story arc, including every Dalek story.